Tiana.
And Bethany.
And we're back today with yet another video. Now, in today's video, if y'all are familiar with the 1990, did it come out in 92 or 3?
I wouldn't say look it up, but
let's say 93, I think. And y'all familiar with the 1993 movie Menace to Society? Basically tells the story of this guy named Caine, who was played by the fine as hell Tyron Turner.
He ain't finer than Lauren Tate. Who is finer than y'all? Tyron Turner or Lauren Tate?
Comment down below, let's see. But yeah, Lorenz Tate aged like fine wine, honey. Like
who's finer?
I plead the fifth, honey, because both of them fine as hell. Yeah. Lorenz Tate aged like fine wine. He still like he did in the movie. But anyways, yeah. And y'all not familiar with what that movie's about. Basically tells the story of a guy named Caine and stuff like that. He lives a pretty much fast life and stuff like that. And pretty much in the end, it pretty much catches up with him. And in the end, Caine, he gets killed in the drive-by and stuff like that. And pretty much, we're pretty much just going to talk about some possible scenarios that would have taken place had Caine would have survived the shooting. So I wrote down 7 of them on the list, so we're about to get into it. So here goes. Basically, I'm going to tell y'all about it. I'm going to give my perspective, and then my sister, she's going to give her perspective and stuff like that too. So, yeah. Number 1 on the list is he definitely would have retaliated on the cousin. Which, if you've seen the movie, Caine was involved with this girl named Alina and stuff like that. And pretty much Alina, she ends up getting pregnant and stuff like that. And pretty much Caine, he doesn't want to own up to his responsibilities as a father. So she vents to her cousin and stuff like that, who is played by, he's been in all the hood movies and stuff in the 90s, Samuel Monroe Jr. We're going to get into him later on toward the end of this video because something terrible is going on with him, which I hope he pulls through. But yeah, she gets into, he doesn't want to own up to his responsibilities as a man and stuff like that with Alina's cousin. I'm not with Alina's cousin. He doesn't want to own up to his responsibilities as a man with Alina and stuff. So Alina confides in her cousin, and her cousin confronts Caine and stuff like that. And long story short, Caine gives him a beat down, and because the cousin's been humiliated, he retaliates on Caine and stuff like that through a drive-by, and Caine gets shot and he's dead. And I feel like he definitely would have retaliated on Alina's cousin had he would have survived. What do you think, sis?
I feel like what you say, he definitely would have retaliated on the cousin.
Yeah.
If he would have done that, what's gonna happen? The cousin gonna come back and retaliate on him, and he probably would have been dead.
But I'm just saying,
because what happens, if someone shoots at you and stuff, what you gonna do? Shoot back,
yeah.
Right? So if he would have retaliated on the cousin could have retaliated on him, and he'd be dead.
Yeah.
Because you get what I'm saying, the cousin ain't going to just allow Caine to just get away with shooting him.
Yes.
He's going to have his posse or whatever come and get Caine.
Yeah, possibly, yeah. I feel, yeah.
We're just speaking on possibilities,
Yeah, this is just possibilities, people. This never happened. And number 2 is he would have needed assistance for the rest of his life.
Yeah, because if you watch the scene in that movie when that blood is gushing out of different parts of his body, if he would have lived through that, he would have been messed up, paralyzed, really shit, about dead.
Yeah, you're probably on life support.
Pretty eye color.
Thank you.
Oh.
Definitely, he probably would have been on life support or something like that. He definitely would have been on it. He definitely would have needed assistance for the rest of his life.
Probably been a vegetable.
Hell yeah, how many places he was shot his body and stuff like that. He definitely would need assistance.
I ain't gonna lie to
you.
Seeing that, even at the age of, I'm 33 by the way. Even at the age of 33, it's traumatizing. If I was to watch that movie right now, seeing that scene where that blood, is that traumatizing you? How you crawling to that little boy and that blood just
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's traumatizing to you?
Well, not really.
It's traumatizing to me just seeing it. If we was watching that movie and that scene showed up, it's traumatizing just seeing that.
Yeah. I feel like definitely he would need assistance for the rest of his life. And Ronnie, toward the end of the movie, so she was planning on moving to Atlanta, so that. What do you think, she would have left his ass there?
Hell yeah. Well, I don't think she would have left him because she had much love for Caine, but her son was in the middle of that, so she probably would have left his ass alone, probably. Because her son was right there, like.
He could have been dead.
If Caine wasn't protecting the son, he would have been dead.
Exactly. So, yeah, that's number 2. Number 3 is Anthony would have been scared of him. He would have been scared of him. The reason why I say that is because toward the end of the movie, you know, Anthony, he was in the middle of the shootout, and thank God Caine had saved the little boy's life. But I feel like had Caine would have survived, little Anthony would be scared of him and wouldn't want to be nowhere near him because, you know, his life was at stake, you know.
Yeah, he probably wouldn't even want to fool with Caine at all. Because he was in the middle of that. He could have died.
Exactly.
If Caine wasn't protecting him, he could have died.
And also, this also ties to number 3. What do you think that little boy would have suffered some kind of PTSD after the fact?
Yeah.
Because you witnessed that. You were in it.
Right there.
Like, I'm just curious to see, like, how little Anthony turned out after the fact because, you know, like, he was in the middle of that. He saw that, you know, Caine crawling towards him with that blood in his mouth. Like, girl, like, I'm pretty sure that traumatized that little boy for a while, bro. I'm pretty sure that messed that little boy up bad. Number 4 is Roddy would have been done with him.
Oh, yeah, we said that kind of a little earlier.
Yeah, Roddy.
Yeah, because, like I said, her son was right there in the middle of that.
Because you know what? It's just like this, like, when it comes to your kid, you're a mother yourself. When it comes to your child, like,
don't bullshit at all.
Hell yeah. Like, when it comes to my child, don't fuck with me, pretty much. Like, yeah, like, her child was in the middle of that and stuff like that. I feel like if Caine would have survived, this will expect number 2, how he would have needed this for the rest of his life. He probably would have left his ass at the hospital, left his ass in the nursing home.
Let his homeboys that was alive, well, I was going to say let his homeboys that was alive take care of him, but hell.
The homeboy was alive was Stacy and O-Dog.
Yeah.
I would have left his ass there, let Stacy and O-Dog look after him, let his grandparents look after him, and just move on with her life in Atlanta. Cause
did Chauncey die? Chauncey and...
No, he pistol whooped Chauncey.
And
Chauncey, I think, you remember Chauncey Lee out of robbery tape?
Yeah. What about that one, the old school one that was like, man, when they
was
yeah, what about him? He
was alive. Okay. So basically, let his homeboy stuff that's alive so see about him and just move on with her life with her and her son in Atlanta because her child's in the middle of that. I think that would have been the straw that broke the camel's back right there. So number 5, he most definitely possibly would have turned his life around.
Yeah, he probably would have became a Christian and stuff like that.
Or became a Muslim like Sharif.
Yeah.
A funny story, speaking of the character Sharif, who was played by Vontae Sweet, originally Tupac was picked to play the Muslim role, but the thing is, like, I read somewhere, like, during the table reading, you know, Tupac had trouble getting into the character and stuff like that, and, you know, him and the Hughes brothers got into it, so they kicked him to the curb, replaced him with Vontae Sweet, which I'm glad they replaced him with Vontae Sweet, because Tupac doesn't really seem like, you know, the type that'll play the Muslim role like that.
Yeah, I can't picture him.
Yeah, that just don't fit him. Yeah, I feel like he definitely would turn his life around.
But, you know, he would have loved to play alongside Jada, because then they have some type of, well, they was friends and stuff, right?
Yes.
Yeah. But I don't like him. Hell, I wouldn't. If I'm not with something, fuck it. Get somebody else to do it.
But yeah, like, I most definitely believe he would have turned his life around. Probably would have been a spokesperson for the youth and stuff, for the young boys that are getting into trouble. Probably a spokesperson for them, probably a mentor. You know, possibly became a Muslim like Sharif, or probably got in the church. Like, after that little incident, had he would have survived, he most definitely would have turned his life around. And probably would have been the father to Anthony that, you know, that Anthony's real father wasn't able to be for him, you know.
Because Anthony's real father was in the beginning, wasn't he?
Pernell.
Yeah, he was the one, when Caine went on that porch and he was like, what y'all doing out here? Pernell cussing or something?
What's up, Pernell? Yeah.
Talking fiddle that, talking shit.
Fun fact, that's Ahmad from Soul Food.
Yeah, young Caine is Ahmad from Soul Food. They was like, what your little ass doing out here? You better go back in the house.
And also, what's his face? Reginald Ballard and stuff. He played Brumman and stuff like that on Martin. He was also in that movie.
Like he was?
He was what? He
with
was
the table scene, you know, when Samuel Jackson was cussing?
No. He was outside, you know, with Pernell. The shut up, little old nigga. This part here for grown folks.
Oh, he said that?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah. Number 6, he maybe possibly would have got locked up. Because remember, they charged him, him and Oda was involved in that liquor store robbery.
Oh, yeah.
So whether or not, the cousin would have did what he did, he possibly would have got locked up. But he ain't the one to pull the trigger though, it's Oda. So I don't know. I don't know, like, if he possibly would have, served some jail time, but, And number 7. He maybe would have owned up to his responsibilities as a father pertaining to Alina.
Yeah. But, I mean...
What's she really pregnant
kind of
though?
horse and stuff. But Caine was effing her and stuff. But, hell, that could be anybody. Hey, that's what Caine was seeing it as. Remember that scene when he was like, how I know it's mine? Like, you was the only one I was with. Well, I guess Caine saw her as being hoish.
And not to mention, like, you remember him and Sharif had that conversation and stuff like that. He was like, well, I hope you wore a hat because I know a lot of brothers that have eased up in that. So,
like she probably had some type of disease or something.
So I'm pretty sure she'd have been around the block plenty of times, but...
I ain't gonna lie, that girl, she looked kind of innocent. Because he was the only one I was with.
Babe, they're the worst kind.
Yeah, this one be yours, but...
And also, like, I just want to know, was she really pregnant, though? Or was she just saying that just to scare him up? Or
I feel like she was.
But was it Caine?
That's what I'm saying. It's hard to say if it was his or not.
Huh. And also, I want to say something else. Like, there's this channel, I'm going to link it down below. It's called Asking Amnesia with Hype and Sharif. They make videos about Menace to Society, Boys in the Hood, and all that stuff. And there's one thing they brought up and stuff like that, with Samuel Monroe Jr.'s character and stuff like that. They brought up the fact of, they made a video entitled, was Alina and her cousin really cousins? Or was this the guy she possibly was involved with? I want to lean toward the fact that they were cousins, because think about it, if they weren't cousins, why would he care so much that Caine knocked her up?
Exactly. Why would he go so hard for her?
Exactly. There are cousins we grew up close with,
Yeah.
Like they probably, grew up very close, a very overprotective boy cousin of his girl cousin, that's the thing.
That happens.
But yeah, I'm more so leaning toward the fact that they were cousins. So yeah, that's just about it for this video. Now in closing, we want to share something with y'all. Okay, so recently and stuff, old boy that played as Alina's cousin, Samuel Monroe Jr., we recently have found out, I found out on Instagram and stuff like that, he's on life support. He's battling something called meningitis. And I also recently have found out he has MRSA pneumonia, that is something that, spreads to the lungs and stuff like that. And he's currently on life support according to his mother and according to his wife and stuff like that. And basically, I think her name is Joyce Patton, Miss Patton, which is Samuel Monroe Jr.'s mother. If you come across this video, me, my sister, my niece, we send our deepest condolences. Hope he pulls through this and stuff like that. Hope he's able to, fight through this and stuff like that and live a happy, healthy life, because he is an iconic,
He played some good movies. What he played in Players Club. What is it, Players Club?
Players Club.
Players Club as Junior. Menace to Society as what?
I think he played in Tales from the Hood or something.
Yeah, I think so. I'm not sure.
And also Don't Be a Menace.
He played in that?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I just thought he played in 2 movies. Now his characters are believable. That's how you know.
Set It Off.
Oh yeah, he played in Set It Off. That's how you know an actor or actress or whatever is doing their job. They characters are believable. For example, what is it? Monique and Precious. I hated Monique like a motherfucking Precious.
Exactly. That's how you know someone's a very good actress. But also, like I said, Miss Patton, if you watch this video, me, my sister, my niece, we send our deepest condolences.
I really hope he pulls through.
We hope he pulls through and stuff like that.
Oh, and he makes music too.
Yes. I swear, speaking of his music and stuff like that, I'm going to link his music down below too. I swear, that man could have been the next Tupac had he went harder with his music. Like, he could have been the next Tupac. Like,
he got kids or married anything? Or?
Yeah, he got a wife, and I think he got like 2 kids.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
But yeah, like, child, like, I'm gonna link his music down below as well. He could have been the next Tupac, bro. Like, he sounds just like Tupac. Had he would have pushed further with his music, he could have been the next Tupac. He sounds just like him. I think his rapper name is Caffeine, I think.
Is it Caffeine or something?
Caffeine or Caffeine, whichever one it is. But yeah, we send our deepest condolences, Miss Patton. Like, we hope he pulls through. We hope he fights through this and lives a happy, healthy life. Big shout out to you, his wife and 2 kids and so like that. He has a good support system behind him. Like Sam, if this video gets to you, like, I hope you pull through, my brother, because you are an iconic figure in the black community, like with the hood movies. You are an iconic figure.
Yeah.
One of the best movie villains ever. So yeah, that's just about it for this video. Like always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to insert my social media handles over here as well as switch box down below. I'm going to insert my sisters over here as well, so y'all can add and follow her on those. So until next time, peace out.
Bye.